In the heart of a dense and mysterious jungle, a group of strangers found themselves on an unexpected adventure. They were tourists seeking an exotic experience and had signed up for a thrilling expedition to explore the uncharted territory. Their guide, an enigmatic figure named Elias, led them deep into the thick foliage, promising breathtaking discoveries. As they ventured deep into the forest, the air became alive with the symphony of natural sounds. The dense vegetation enveloped them, and they couldn't help but immerse themselves in the vibrant beauty of nature. The jungle seemed to come alive with the gentle rustling of leaves and the distant calls of exotic birds. The deeper they ventured, the more enchanted they became. The jungle had an undeniable allure that enticed them to explore further. They traded cautiously yet eagerly, savoring every moment of their mysterious journey. The jungle seemed to offer its own brand of therapy, washing away the worries and stress of their everyday lives. Little did they know that their journey would soon become an unforgettable one, not just because of the captivating beauty of the jungle, but also the enigma that awaited them. The ancient forest held secrets beyond their wildest imagination, and with every step they were drawn deeper into its timeless grasp. As they reached the destined place, a sense of anticipation filled the air. The tourists gathered in a circle, each person's eyes reflecting a mix of excitement and wonder. Elias, their knowledgeable guide, stood at the center, his eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. He began to share intriguing tales about the history of the ancient forest, its mystical significance, and the countless explorers who had sought its secrets. With every twist and turn, the forest revealed hidden treasures. A cluster of rare orchids, a shy family of meerkats peeking curiously from behind rocks, and a breathtaking view of the forest stretching far beyond the horizon. Each moment seemed like a cherished gift, and they drank in the beauty of their surroundings with pure awe. The forest had cast its spell upon them, and their souls felt inexplicably intertwined with the pulse of nature. The tourists had embarked on this journey as strangers, but in the embrace of the forest, they found themselves united by an unforgettable experience that would forever shape their lives. With each step they took, they delved deeper into the heart of the forest and unknowingly deeper into the secrets that awaited them. As the days progressed, they noticed something peculiar. Time seemed to be slipping away faster than normal. What they thought was just a few hours turned out to be an entire day. Panic spread among the group as they realized they were trapped in a mysterious time loop. Elias, their guide, claimed to know nothing about the phenomenon, but suspicion brewed among the tourists. They couldn't shake the feeling that he was hiding something. As they confronted him, Elias became increasingly nervous, assuring them that he was merely a guide, not a mastermind. Amidst the chaos, a perceptive tourist named Isabel noticed peculiar marks etched into the trees and ancient symbols scattered around the ruins. She delved into deciphering their meanings, revealing the jungle's long forgotten history. It became apparent that the jungle itself was a time manipulation experiment created by an enigmatic physicist. Elias finally revealed the truth. The jungle was a project designed by the brilliant physicist Dr. Henry Sinclair. Driven by an obsession with manipulating time, he had discovered a way to absorb time from others, thus extending his life indefinitely. The unwitting tourists were lured to the jungle to serve as an energy source for his experiment. But the biggest revelation was yet to come. Isabel stumbled upon a hidden chamber in the heart of the jungle where she found a frail, seemingly harmless old lady. Unaware to the group, this lady was a time traveler from the future, a much older version of Isabel herself. The old lady, named Evangeline, was the true orchestrator behind the experiment. She had traveled back in time to harvest time energy from her younger self and the other tourists to repair her damaged time-traveling device. With every passing day, she was growing weaker, and her only chance to survive and avert a catastrophic future was to harness the time energy from the jungle and her younger self. As the truth about Evangeline unfolded, the tourists were left astounded and conflicted. They couldn't ignore the fact that she was a version of Isabel from the future, desperately trying to mend her time-traveling device to avoid a dire future. Yet her method of absorbing time from them and manipulating the jungle for her own survival was an act they couldn't condone. Isabel, torn between empathy for her future self and concern for the others and herself, knew they had to find a way to break the time loop and set things right. Together, they delved deeper into the jungle's ancient wisdom, searching for a way to undo the time manipulation and send Evangeline back to her rightful timeline. As they ventured deeper, they discovered a hidden chamber engraved with arcane symbols and glowing with an ethereal light. Elias, the guide, revealed that the chamber held the source of the jungle's temporal power. He explained that the key to breaking the time loop lay in resetting the mystical mechanism that governed the jungle's time manipulation. The strangers, now united by a common goal, prepared for a daring mission. Isabel, equipped with knowledge from her older self, took the lead in deciphering the ancient symbols. With Elias' guidance, they slowly activated the mechanism, its hum resonating through the chamber like an ancient melody. Just as they thought they had succeeded, a tremor shook the jungle and Evangeline appeared, her face a mix of desperation and anger. She knew what they were attempting and she would do everything in her power to prevent them from altering her future. A thrilling chase ensued as Evangeline tried to thwart their efforts, but the group remained resolute. With Isabel's deep connection to the jungle, they could anticipate Evangeline's moves and stay a step ahead of her. Elias, the enigmatic guide, revealed unexpected agility and skill, aiding in their evasion. In a climatic showdown, Isabel confronted her future self, pleading with her to see reason and trust in the resilience of the timeline. As they clashed, a revelation surfaced. Evangeline's weakness lay in the very process that sustained her. The time absorption required an intricate balance, and any disturbance could destabilize the device. In a moment of brilliance, Isabel and others worked in harmony, creating a controlled disruption in the time manipulation device. As the device faltered, the jungle roared with fury, but the tourists stood strong, their resolve unyielding. With a blinding burst of light, the temporal vortex materialized, and the group made a split-second decision. Rather than sending Evangeline further into the future, they redirected her back to her original timeline. As she vanished through the vortex, a bittersweet realization washed over Isabel. She was sending her future self back to the unknown, where her survival wasn't guaranteed. The jungle reverberated with the consequences of their actions, and the tourists found themselves free from the time loop, back at the very beginning of their expedition. Elias, now more transparent about his true identity as a guardian of the jungle, assured them that time had been set right and the future lay once again unwritten. With their adventure coming to a close, the strangers bid farewell to the mystical jungle that had forever changed their lives. Isabel, knowing she would eventually become Evangeline, carried the weight of the knowledge, owing to find a different path to avert the catastrophe she had witnessed. As they departed, a sense of gratitude filled their hearts. The jungle had tested their strength, their bonds, and their capacity for compassion. It had revealed that the very essence of time was intertwined with the choices they made. And so, each tourist returned to their lives with a newfound sense of purpose, forever bonded by the extraordinary tale of the time-walking jungle and the unraveling of destiny. Hope you like this story. For more interesting stories, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.